What's next? Wait, what? Wait, what's she? Okay, what's Chichi doing here?
Is it coming back to you yet, Chi-Chi?
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. We still have a long way before we get to the Palais Mermonia. Let's keep walking for now. I'm sure you'll remember where your home is soon.
Look, it's Chi-Chi, and she's with a Melusine. Huh, that's a combo Paimon wasn't expecting to see.
Traveler and Paimon.
You know Chi-Chi? Fantastic news! I ran into her while investigating near Lumidu's harbor. Judging by her size, I figured she was a human child. She is a child, right?
I don't think so. Or was?
Right! We go way back! We're the best of friends! Quick thinking. If Chi-Chi had said she was a zombie, it might have scared her half to death.
Yes, best of friends. That's right.
Wow, this is a happy coincidence for sure. To be honest, this is the first time I've ever found myself completely at a loss. I take it you know about her memory issues? She can hardly seem to remember anything besides her own name.
Chi-Chi gets like that sometimes.
Doesn't she have like a book or something?
Poor child. I was going to take her back to the Marie-Chaussee Phantom and let her stay there for a while. But I hoped she might get some of her memories back on the road. Since you're such good friends, I take it you know where she lives? It would save such a lot of trouble if I could take her straight home.
We know, but it's, a very long way from here.
Very long way? I followed a Sealy all the way to Lumidu's harbor.
Huh? You remembered something? What happened before that?
Before that, Dr. Baiju took me on his rounds at something. I went to gather herbs and then...
How in the hell did you get?
Baiju took you to Yilong Wharf, right? Detective Paimon thinks she knows what happened. Baiju took Chi-Chi to visit patients at Yilong Wharf. She got lost while gathering herbs, saw a Sealy, and followed it all the way to Lumidu's harbor. Good thing Paimon and the Traveler read Robin versus Chesterton. Simple deductions like these are a piece of cake for Paimon now.
Aha! Well, that checks out. I'll take Chi-Chi back to Yilong Wharf right away. Dr. Baiju is Chi-Chi's guardian, is he? He must be worried sick.
Oh, you're right! Paimon almost forgot about that. Berbelos, are you there? Can you hear us?
No need to shout. I've been here all along. I simply didn't want to interrupt your conversation. Listening is the default state of any good fortune teller. This Sealy's so-called guidance could also be considered the guidance of fate. Since you're here, Chi-Chi, why not let me read your fortune?
Fortune?
Oh dear, Barbie, allow me to interject. You're really not suited to talking to children, you know. You're scaring the poor girl. Let me take this one. Now listen closely. This is how you deliver a little surprise gift. Ahem. Little Chi-Chi, member of the Little Hexen Circle, I'm the mother of your ally Klee, Auntie Alice, the greatest witch in the
What?
world.
Nice to meet you, Auntie Alice.
Ah, what a sweet, polite little child. Come now, let Auntie's friend, another great witch, throw you a wonderful surprise fortune-telling party.
Fortune-telling party?
That's right. Look at the cards in front of you. Aren't they pretty? Do you like them?
I like them.
That's wonderful. Now, can you pick one for me?
Is this one all right?
Wait, what?
Of
What kind of card she has?
And because you were so wonderfully well behaved, that card is yours to keep.
Thank you.
All right, Barbie, break time's over. Come help little Chi-Chi with her reading.
No, you don't need to shake me awake. I've been listening the whole time. Upright hanged man. Very few people draw this card.
That means you're very special, Chi-Chi.
It symbolizes transcendence and waiting, and also detachment from the everyday world. There are shackles that bind you, but you yourself have no desire to break free from them.
Shackles? Do you mean my orders?
At least on the surface, you wouldn't be wrong to understand things in such a way. As for your future, all you need to do is wait. Of course, it's not like you lack for time, but... Oh my, how strange, how very strange.
Hold up a second, you're saying too much at once. Give the poor child a moment to breathe. Let Chi-Chi savor her little gift first. You really do need to show a little more patience with children. What do you think, Chi-Chi? Do you like your surprise?
This card is pretty. Thank you, Auntie Alice.
Oh, good girl. You did such a good job remembering Auntie's name. Oh, Auntie would love to chat with you some more, but it's time for you to go home.
She's gonna try to
Auntie
adopt all
Barbie
of
has
them,
more to
doesn't
say,
she?
then next time the Hexen Circle meets, she can make a prophecy for every little witch who attends. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Could you not add to my workload without asking me first?
Then it's settled. See you next time, Chi-Chi, and all of you witnesses.
Bye-bye, Auntie Alice and Auntie Alice's, best of friends.
Phew! Is that all over now? Did those two voices just come from this doll? What kind of toy is this? It's so cute! Where can I... Ugh, no, that's not important right now. Chi-Chi, let's go find that Dr. Baiju of yours.
Oh, imagine his reaction
It's time.
when he hears this.
Chi-Chi should go home. See you next time, Traveler and Paimon. Card. Gift. Pretty.
Yep, and from what I heard, she has like, I think, best or second best buff from this bunch. Now she gonna apply color everywhere.
Huh? Isn't that Mizuki and her two mini Baku? Are they talking to Barbaloth already?
Traveler and Paimon? Lady Barbaloth was just talking about you. I was wondering if we might cross paths. It seems like fate has already arranged our meeting place. I suppose you could say that. If the prep work for this educational film about psychology I'm doing goes smoothly, I should indeed have time for some leisure. Though until then, I still need to focus on my work.
Whoa! Films can do that? That's amazing!
It's a new idea I came up with. Back when I was promoting Isa Bathhouse, I took inspiration from Fontanian cinema and recorded a few variety show episodes. People seemed to love it. Not only did they watch every episode, they even remembered all the psychological concepts we showcased. So I thought, why not make a few films about mental disorders as a fun and educational way to explain basic psychological concepts? If I can raise everyone's basic awareness, perhaps people can develop a more objective understanding of what mental disorders are. Perhaps I can stop people from blindly dismissing these conditions as made-up nonsense, or treating them like some terrifying boogeyman. And maybe my future therapy sessions will go a little more smoothly. That's right. After all, illnesses of the mind are invisible and hard to pin down. Trying to get a hold on them, or even just detecting their existence, is sometimes far from easy. But even I don't know how to pin them down to fit neatly into a script. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit it, but even though I've written quite a few papers about mental health, I'm completely stuck when it comes to writing a film script. Sometimes I stay cooped up in my room all day, endlessly going over a few lines of dialogue or a few seconds of plot. Even then, I might come away with nothing to show at the end of it.
Maybe you're just missing a little spark of inspiration. When Paimon and the Traveler get stuck on one thing, we do something else, and then, ding! The answer just pops into our heads.
It seems like great minds think alike, Paimon. That's why I came here, to experience a form of divination quite unlike the fortune slips I'm used to. I'm hoping this mage's lunar arcana can bring me some fresh inspiration.
Inspiration. Anya once said that she wanted to write a fairy tale for every card in the lunar arcana. But there were so many stories she wanted to write, and so little time. Since you're looking for inspiration, go ahead and draw a card, Miss Yokai. I hope that mage's unfinished fairy tale can lead you to the inspiration for your own story.
All right, Lady Barbaloth. But most of what I know about divination relates to the Grand Narukami Shrine. Fortune-telling with cards is a first for me. If I do anything that breaks the proper ritual etiquette, please set me straight.
Oh my, the reversed moon. The upright and reversed meanings of the moon are similar. Escapism, illusion, self-deception. Like someone traveling beneath a dark moon, having lost their way forward, but not knowing how to break free.
Yeah. Why does the meaning of this card sound like a warning? Paimon's got a really bad feeling about this.
However, since Miss Yume Mizuki can still hear this prophecy, it means the situation is not yet too dire. With a little effort, you may be able to exit the haze that obscures your path ahead and find what you seek.
Escapism, illusion, and self-deception?
Taking the card at face value, yes. To put it more plainly, you're running from an answer that's right before your eyes, searching far when you should be looking near.
Are you saying there's someone who can review my script standing right in front of me?
It's not limited to just the script, but how you interpret the meaning behind the card is entirely up to you.
The answer is right in front of my eyes, yet I'm searching far when I should be looking near. I think I understand what you're getting at. When you put it like that, I really have been deceiving myself. Or rather, I couldn't help but search far when I should be looking near. I thought about visiting Yae Publishing House and asking Guja Yae for advice, but then... From a clinical perspective, I suppose this counts as unconscious avoidance. Thank you for your divination, Lady Barbaroth. You really helped me find inspiration after all.
There's no need to thank me. I did nothing. You untangled the threads of fate yourself. I merely placed the loose ends in your hands. However, Guji Yae is also someone swept along by fate. Intertwining threads often bring trouble. With that in mind, keeping your distance wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing.
If I simply asked for some feedback on my script, surely that wouldn't bring fate into the mix, would it?
As I said, how you interpret things is not up to me, Miss Yume Mizuki. I cannot see every twist in your future from reading a single card. Who can perceive every obstacle on the path of fate before it trips them up? Sometimes it's just like that little brat said. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Anyway, Miss Yokai, I look forward to watching your film.
Oh boy, what she's gonna...
Oh, look! Miko's over there! Paimon gets the feeling things are about to get stressful. You remember the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? Sure, everything turned out for the best, but it was a real headache to get there. But not this time! We're not the ones doing labor, so we definitely won't...
Well, well, traveler, Paimon. To think we'd run into each other all the way out here in Fontaine. So, what are you...
Oh! Miko! Did you hear that just now?
No, I didn't hear a thing. But judging by your expression, I doubt it was anything... flattering?
No, it's not like that. We're really happy to see you, Miko. What brings you to Fontaine, anyway?
Why else would a poor, overworked editor-in-chief like me be here? I'm toiling away on Yai Publishing House business, of course. I had just bought a box of new books and was planning to take them back for my editors to study. When who should I see but an old friend of mine lingering at this fortune-telling booth for the longest time? Back home, she rarely visits the shrine to draw fortune slips, so her sudden interest in fortune-telling was quite the surprise. So I came to get a reading, if only to satisfy my curiosity.
Huh? You're finished already? Why didn't you say so sooner?
My, taking such an interest in my future, are we? If you want to know, I might be persuaded to let you see. However, you'll have to pay a price. Let me think. How about you sign on with Yai Publishing House? You can compile your adventures into a thrilling novel. Following the latest naming trends, we could call it... I picked up emergency food at the start, and now I'm invincible. Oh, we're going to sell so many copies.
Of course.
Who cares? As long as it's entertaining, you can make it as long as you want. I once published a light novel called The Horizon Beyond the Paradox. That book was as thick as a dictionary and spanned 8 volumes. Then there were 3 companion guides and 6 spin-offs. Stack them all up and they'd reach the ceiling. If you manage to churn out that much, then I, editor-in-chief, will edit it all personally. What do you say? Interesting. So, you don't want to see which card I drew, then?
Yes! It turns out we're not that...
Oh well, here it is. According to Lady Barbeloth, it's reversed justice. You don't want to see? Very well. Since you have so little interest in divination, the next time you come for a fortune slip, don't expect me to help you draw. Come to think of it, you two have been visiting the shrine quite often lately to hang prayer plaques, haven't you? How about...
Seriously?
So it would seem, but alas, the justice card I drew is reversed. Does that mean I'm some sort of outlaw, Lady Barbeloth?
The card is named Justice, but it doesn't represent a just or unjust person. At least, not in a conventional sense. Perhaps it would be better to say, since it's currently reversed, it represents a dishonest person.
Dishonest? Oh, there must be some mistake. I'm always honest when helping these two interpret their fortune slips. Isn't that right?
All Paimon knows is that whenever Miko helps the traveler draw fortune slips, it's always great fortune.
That's because of his good luck. Or at least his good luck
I
whenever
saw
he's
about
by
that.
my side.
Luck. Now there's a fine choice of words. Reversed justice does indeed symbolize a distorted sort of cause and effect, imbalance, dishonesty, and dissatisfaction. As a yokai, you above all should understand. After all, the birth of a yokai is indelibly tied to desire. A yearning for something, an uncompleted dream, some unfinished undertaking, the pull of a certain emotion. All it takes is the slightest catalyst for these unsatisfied desires to take root and grow and sprout unexpected offshoots. And you, a great yokai of Inazuma, likely have a greater desire than most buried within your heart.
Huh.
But that's the limit of what I can see. After all, you only drew one card. What's more, reverse justice is known to be good at concealing lies, whether from others or oneself.
How delightfully mystifying. Sounds just like something a shrine maiden might say when interpreting fortune slips. I certainly wasn't expecting to pick up any new jargon on this trip, but that one is quite good. Still, as good as it is, it doesn't really align with our shrine's way of doing things. So perhaps I'd better not teach it to the shrine maidens after all. Anyway, thank you for the divination, Lady Mage. Should you ever have the chance, do pay a visit to the Grand Narukami Shrine and allow me to return the favor. What do you say?
I'm afraid my hydromancy keeps me far too busy. I simply can't spare the time to dip my toes into other forms of fortune-telling. Though your fortune slips sound like something Nicole and Alice would enjoy, I'll be sure to tell them all about you.
Wonderful. When the time comes, I shall personally preside over the drawing of fortune slips for your friends. I assure you, everyone will draw the most auspicious slips.
Please accept my gratitude, Miss Sandrone, on behalf of Miss Mamere, for your kind invitation.
I can't believe the Axie voice.
This food is delicious. Thank you, Sandrone. Your culinary skills are amazing. I'm glad you like it. But prototype 4ACV07, I believe this is the first time we've met. How did you recognize me? Oh, that's the first time I've heard anyone call Seymour that.
Affirmative. Although I am familiar with your gentleness and radiance, I have never seen you in the flesh before, Miss Sandrone. I can recognize you because your appearance is an exact match of my master, Miss Marianne Guillotin. Her image is permanently recorded in my memory unit. Miss Marianne told me about you. Since your appearance matches hers, the logical reasoning required to recognize you is quite simple, Miss Snezhnaya.
Even Alain's earliest work is so impressive. Though, it appears you've had a few enhancements made. I suppose I should address you as Seymour now. Were you confused when you saw me?
Negative. My primary directive is to accompany and protect Miss Marianne on behalf of Elaine Guillotin. As such, my knowledge of Miss Marianne is complete, and based on a logical analysis of finite dimensional vector spaces, you and Miss Marianne are totally different, Miss Snezhnaya.
Is that a
Like the
compliment or?
difference between the tea leaves of Chenyu Vale and the Beryl region's Buell fruit.
Is Sandroni the tea or the Buell fruit?
Searching. Insufficient data. Unable to answer.
I'm glad Alain improved his language module design by the time he created me.
This food is delicious. So soon? Thank you, Miss Sandroni. I hope to see you next time.
Okay, now we have to wait another day. Oh, who has this bright idea? At least let me see. Oh well. I'm not so sure I'm gonna compile all of them, but who knows. Oh, while I'm still recording, why not showcase something? So, I did the event and yeah, so far so good. To say that I found this place is an understatement. But let's end with something nice. It's kind of odd how the event let us do the entire story first before doing the rest. Of all the songs she could play,